One Piece chapter 1158 is pretty insane as we're finally getting the God Valley setup that we've been begging for since the Wano arc. But before all of that, Gecko Moria is apparently a Kozuki. The cover story casually reveals that the zombie-obsessed warlord that we've been clowning on for years is actually called Kozuki Moria, a lost member of Wano's royal bloodline. This is the grave that Yamato visits, where it states the hero who fought Kaido. It's Moria's fake grave because Wano thinks he died defending them. This onion-shaped goofball that we've been mocking since Thriller Bark will potentially have a much larger role in the story than we initially had thought. If Moria is able to read poneglyphs, then Cross Guild just got their ticket to Laugh Tale, as there's quite a few people speculating that Moria may well join Cross Guild as their translator. This Moria reveal is nothing compared to the implosion that we see of the friendship between Rox and Harold. Within the underworld of Elbaf, we see that Harold and Rox were fighting each other during two epic double pages. Loki and Hadrudin were watching the battle, but they couldn't withstand the impact of Harold and Rox's attacks. Rox was very angry with Harold. Seems as though Harold has been manipulated by the world government. He was given an ultimatum: kill your friend or watch your kingdom burn. The man who once stood against tyranny now does its bidding, and Rox is calling him out for this. Harold's justification is that I am a king, I would never risk the lives of my precious subjects. But as Rox states, he's doing the government's dirty work. Does he really think that they are going to honor any deal after he murders Rox? Rox is right to feel betrayed by someone that he had considered to be a friend. The last few chapters had revealed that Rox had given repeated invitations to Harold to join his crew. As they both attack each other with overwhelming, powerful attacks, neither of them wanted to truly kill the other, so the fight ended up in a draw. Rox then states that this marks the end of our friendship. I won't invite you to join my crew ever again. Meanwhile, Roger appears to still be simping over Shakky like a teenager, which is pretty hilarious if it wasn't so pathetic. The man's in his mid-30s acting like a lovesick puppy while really plays hard to get on the ship. Rox has moved on from Shakky because he's got a woman and a secret baby apparently. This baby is of course Marshall D. Teach. Blackbeard being Rox's son was heavily implied before, but this confirmation may help us to understand more about his special body which can eat multiple devil fruits. According to Shakky, those who visit her bar in Hachinozu are not allowed to fight in it. Therefore, many powerful pirates are seen inside the bar drinking and talking without any fighting. Shakky notices that Rox was very happy and fulfilled, so she jokingly asked him if he was not in love with her anymore. Big Mom laughed, saying that he probably met another woman, as Rox angrily exclaims that it was supposed to be a top secret. Whitebeard didn't understand what's happening, and Stussy says, "You can't tell?" Then Stussy thought to herself that Rox's happy face was not just for a woman, he probably got a kid too. Then suddenly the Roger pirates come into Shakky's bar to see her, as Roger defeats all of the pirates in the large line outside of the bar to enter first. Random pirates in the bar couldn't believe that Roger pirates were there, and they even took pictures of them as Rox confronts Roger. Rox says to him, "How many times do I gotta tell you that this is my island?" As Roger states, "This is Shakky's bar. No fighting among customers, right? So stop yapping, you porcupine." Shakky asks the Roger pirates if Rayleigh was there, but they said that he stayed on the ship avoiding her. After hearing this, Shakky did appear to be visibly sad. 2 years before the God Valley incident, Garling had apparently scouted out God Valley as he discovers something that would please Imu-sama. So he talks with the Gorosei at Merijo, informing them about God Valley, an island where he stayed for a short time while during a mission. Garling explained that he tried to convince them to join the world government, but it was impossible. God Valley appeared to have a lot of resources that were very valuable to them, and on top of that, Garling made an unbelievable discovery. Garling states, "It was something I didn't expect at all. I'm certain that Imu will be pleased. Henceforth, I strongly recommend that the tournament in 2 years be hosted in God Valley." The last page of this week's One Piece chapter takes place 39 years ago in God Valley, as we see a red-haired woman. We only see her from behind as she is walking with a baby stroller with twin babies in it. The villagers speak about how cute the babies are, and they notice too that the babies inherited the woman's red hair. The villagers stated that they will pray so so that the babies grow up to be as smart as their mother, and they will help women to take care of the babies since their father is absent. The woman appeared to be grateful for their kind words. One of the villagers asked the woman about the baby's name, and the chapter ends with a panel of the twin babies while their mother says their names. She states they are Shanks and Shamrock. This is classic Oda blueballing. The villager comments about the babies inheriting her intelligence and red hair, plus the absent father. This paints a picture here. Either Garling had his fun during his mission and left, or this woman's significance goes deeper. The villagers appear to treat her with a lot of respect. They are not afraid of her. It seems as though she may be someone who is important to God Valley itself. The end of the chapter also sees a young Loki waiting on the coast of Elbaf for Rox to return, as he is reading newspapers about his idol while slowly opening up to Ida. That's the tragedy that is brewing. This kid worships a man that his father had just fought, and this sets up generations of conflict. The current timeline Loki claims to be the sun god, which makes more sense when you realize that he grew up idolizing someone who wanted to overthrow the world. The pacing of the Elbaf arc has been pretty insane. We went from thinking that this would be a fun giant island adventure to getting massive lore drops every chapter. Hadruddin being Loki's half-brother, the God Knights making moves, Soul's return, and now this God Valley setup. Oda's not playing around anymore. He knows that we're in the final saga and he's dumping 20 years of mystery boxes in our heads. And it's not an exaggeration to say that every chapter is game-changing. Theories are being confirmed and new information is being revealed. Harold's transformation from a proud warrior to a peace-seeking king to now a world government pawn shows how the system breaks even the strongest of wills. Then you have Rox, who's been building his crew for 16 years, waiting for the perfect moment, needing specific devil fruits and the Galila giants. Rox's actions have not been random, they've been very deliberate. He did tell Emu that he would return one day. In addition to all of this, we are watching the pieces come together for the God Valley incident, Garling's reconnaissance mission, the tournament announcement, Rox having a child who'll carry his will, Roger still chasing Shakky while Destiny prepares to kick his door down, and then the reveal that Garling had twins. The Rox pirates, who are at their peak during this era, are going to be heading straight into God Valley, where Roger, Garp, and potentially Harold will be waiting for them. But knowing everything that we know now, was it right for all of these individuals to try and stop Rox? After all, he wanted to tear down Emu and the Celestial Dragon's system. Sure, his methods were brutal, but looking at the way that the world has unfolded over these years, was Rox in the wrong? Blackbeard now inheriting his father's will to destroy the world, and Shanks being raised by Roger after God Valley, with the twins being separated by fate, we're seeing patterns emerge here. Every chapter of Elbaf has been Oda at his peak of storytelling. We're getting answers to questions from Thriller Bark, Chamonix Archipelago, Marineford, and even Wano. They're all converging in this single God Valley flashback. I think the most emotional moment in this chapter was Rox saying, "I won't invite you ever again" to Harold. Oda has thrown the pacing out of the window and he's chosen violence with these flashbacks. We've been speedrunning through events while the current day crisis on Elbaf Island is unfolding. It's insane how Oda is juggling all of these timelines, but he's making it work. So yeah, these were my thoughts on One Piece chapter 1158. Let me know your thoughts on this latest chapter and what you think the direction of the One Piece story is, as we learn more about the Rox pirates, Roger pirates, Shakky, and even the twin children Shanks and Shamrock. If there's anything that I've forgotten to mention, then let me know in the comments, and lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this one, and I cannot wait to see you in my next One Piece video.
A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.